against lack and poverty. Satan wants you poor. And hear this, being sufficient with resources is a power. See, poverty is artificial. It's demonic intelligence that created poverty. It is artificial. The man God created lived in abundance. Go back and read Genesis 1-3. It was the rise of the systems of this world that created systems of exchange. And unfortunately, I think in that meeting, Africa was not well represented. They first of all hijacked us as slaves, used us to build their nation, moved all our iron, all our ores. Sometimes I go to the Western world and I'm seeing rod, irons. I'm seeing wealth from Africa. I'm saying these people in this island, how did they get this thing? So all the rail tracks, all the ocean lines were channels of carrying our wealth here, and they escorted us as slaves go and build those stuff. They now came and drew borders for us. So you can't enter the next country. You'll be struggling to get visa to enter the next country. Meanwhile, if you go to the Western world, you're just strolling. You don't need visa as a German to enter Portugal. You are European. But here in Africa, if you want to go to Uganda, you will kill yourself to get visa. You think about it. They took our identity from us. You think they were the first people who discovered electric vehicles? Poverty is artificial. The strongest survive. So they come to your country and loot you. You now want to survive. You think you will just start business. How many business can you do here and be wealthy? We are first of all mentally bankrupt, and then we are oppressed. Do you know, as we are now, we can't wake up. Even if we have uranium in this country, we can't build a nuclear weapon, because as far as geopolitics is concerned, the doctrine of nuclear weapon refutes proliferation, and proliferation means those who have it will be the only ones to have it, and on the strength of that they can warn you. If you talk, they wipe out your country. So it doesn't matter if you have it. So if you have uranium now, you have to give them. That's geopolitics. You want to sell your goods, they won't buy, and you are buying theirs, they put tariff on it, and the day you create it in your country, they will warn you that if you sell this thing and don't buy our own, we will cut off bilateral relationship. And what it means is that if you have any attack, we won't support it. Why do you think we have people producing cars in this country? Yet those cars are not even the official cars of our own country. From mental bankruptcy to oppression by Western nations. So we can't unite together. I'm fighting the other person because I say we are not the same tribe, but we are in the same country under the same oppression. Imagine if the river in Onitsha is dredged. Do you know how it will open up international trade? So why is it not done? You are the one who is thinking, I get certificate, I'll be, oh God, there are powers. There are powers that give favor, powers that give inspiration, powers that cause lines to fall in pleasant places, powers that bring destiny connections. I'm not saying the power will make money appear in your account. No, God can do it, but that's not his method. But when that power is activated in your life, it will put a favor on you. Even your enemies will align with you. It will give you inspiration. Where people see problem, you will see opportunity. It will cause the lines to fall in pleasant places for you. Where others fail, you will go and succeed. It will cause you to have to connect with the right people. You will enter discussions that will open doors that merit would not have done in 10 years. Go and read about Israel. They were in Egypt for over 400 years and they were slaves. But the Bible said God gave them favor. Exodus 12:36. And in one day they became more wealthy than they ever had in 400 years. It's a power. That's why Deuteronomy 8:18 said, you shall remember the Lord your God. It is him that giveth thee power to get wealth. So the devil will fight you at individual level. He will fight you at national level. He will fight you at intercontinental level. There's no business you do in Africa here that you have the same advantage as somebody doing the same business in America. First, for mental bankruptcy, because this slave thing, the chains have gone, but the mind is still enslaved. Then from wickedness, we hate ourselves. Then from the continuous oppression of the Western world. So if you are here, you need power. That power will give you favor. It will open doors. It will connect you to the right people. It will give you inspiration so that you can hack the system. Those who make it here, they hack the system. They hack it. You hack it through favor. You hack it through inspiration. You hack it through honorable connections. You hack it through opportunities. That's how you get wealth. And it takes power. It takes power. Because the devil has created system. Even in the Western world there are people sleeping on the street. So this is not an African syndrome. Because if you are there and you can't catch inspiration, you can't recognize opportunities, you can't build honorable connections, you will still be a slave there, even if you are white. Because poverty is artificial. That's why you need power. And when this power comes, there are a few things it does. Number one, it opens the potential of wealth as a legitimate work of redemption. Because the potential of wealth was addressed by redemption. The Bible said in 2 Corinthians 8:9 that Jesus Jesus, although he was rich, became poor, that you through his poverty might be made rich. Paul said, my God shall supply all your need. Philippians 4:19, according to his riches in glory by Christ Jesus. He was talking about natural things, because in verse 15 he said concerning giving and receiving. So it wasn't spiritual riches he was referring to. Are you following? So redemption opens the potential of wealth. So the first way to break into that power for wealth and win the battle of poverty, of lack, of hardship, is to recognize the legality in redemption. He died amongst other things for me to have enough to prosecute destiny. I'm not greedy, but I will have enough to prosecute destiny. If you know that potential, it will open the channels of wealth. You can sleep and discover some angels who whisper to what people call problem. You may be passing and God will open your eyes. See this country that you think is very poor. Every problem is opportunity in disguise. But if your eyes are not open, you can't see. This is a country where if you can process even waste, you'll be wealthy, because the raw material is all over the place. Waste. I was listening to a man of God speak recently, and he said doctors are running abroad. He said, but there are more opportunity here than abroad. He said if one nurse decide to partner with a doctor and they begin to give medication to people in their houses, all the wealthy men will look for them, because nobody wants to go and lie down in the hospital. So even sickness is an opportunity, because the same water that was killing people was the water lifting the ark of Noah. But that power, when recognized in redemption, is what will open your eye. It's what will make you enter favor. It's what will cause the lines to fall for you in pleasant places. It's what will create relevant relationships. Some people, all their friends are either sinners or poor. Now there's nothing wrong in having a relationship with a poor person if you can help him. But if everybody around you is a sinner and a poor person, you are one of them. And then when one wealthy person enters their cycle, all of them like crab will leech on the person. If that person doesn't run, he will drown. Have you not seen a situation where a friend just came home from abroad, and then they are just doing reunion? You sit on the table, 7 of you. One will say, it's so good to see you, it's been a long time, but this country, to even have food to eat is prayer. The next one will say, my son is sick, if only I had 100,000. The next one will say, there's a business I wanted to start, if somebody can give me 2 million. All of them will already put pressure on you to bring. Nobody will say, Kai, welcome, it's good to see you, and be happy and go home. You will know that you are in a web of crabs. They will soon drown you. So you will see that person will say, Kai, man, hey guys, so let's connect tomorrow. Tomorrow will never come. You will call, you will see number busy, he has blocked you. You don't have sense. Oh God, the thing is real. Poverty is killing people. That's why part of redemptive provision is for you to get wealth, either through inspiration or through favor or through connection or through lines falling for you in pleasant places. But it's a potential, so that while you are walking, because you will never come to a place where you won't walk. The gospel does not teach laziness. Paul said, him that told shall steal no more, but walk with his hand, so that he will have to give. While you are walking, your walk will be favored, your walk will be blessed, because redemption provided for you. When you do that, then you go to the second level. The second level is a disposition of seeking first the kingdom. Matthew 6:33. No matter how wealthy you become, don't allow your wealth or your business take you from God. Otherwise, you will take yourself from covering. And when the wolves come, the devil doesn't come every day, but there is an evil day. It may be once in 5 years, it may be once in 10 years. When he comes, whether it will be destruction or testimony, depends on where you are standing. I've taught you before, every testimony was meant to be destruction. It's because God turned it around that it became testimony. But Jesus said the insurance for living in sufficiency is to seek the kingdom first. Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, all other things shall be added to you. The devil will fight your relationship with God. That's why you see that some people, you find them praying, fasting until they hit their first 10 million. Prayer program suddenly becomes a difficult place to come to, because the devil will fight to disconnect you. Maintain your relationship with God. Keep advancing God's kingdom with your expertise, your time, your energy, and your resources. Seek first the kingdom. He said all other things shall be added to you. Number 3, how do you press into this thing? Be given to diligent practice. Diligent and wise practice of whatever God put in your hand. The Bible said in Isaiah 1:19, he will bless the works of your hand. So if you have no work in your hand, you can never become wealthy. Proverbs 10:4, he said, he becometh poor that dealeth with a slack hand. He said, but the hand of the diligent maketh rich. So everybody who will break out of lack must work hard, work smart, and work under grace. Get something doing. If you don't have a job, create one. I watched a video recently that touched my soul. The guy just went to the street and looked for people who were good. He will just sit and beg somebody for $1 or $2. I've not eaten. When you give him, he will now give you something little. And he kept doing it. After a while, people started seeing it and started supporting. Money started coming. All he had was a phone camera and a lapel mic. And he created his own job. Today, he's giving houses to beggars. This media age, you can't say you don't have what to do. Sit in your parlor. That phone that you used to watch pornography, delete it, put it in front of you. That's talking something wise. At least your views alone can generate $50, $100 in a month. It's a good place to start. Work wise, work smart. He becometh poor that dealeth with a slack hand. Number 3, how do you break into sufficiency? Engage covenant practice. Jesus was teaching on judgment, but he generalized it into resources. In Luke 6:38, he said, give, it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaking together, and running over, shall God cause men to give to your bosom. In Proverbs 11:25, he said, the liberal soul shall be made fat. He said, him that watereth shall be watered on. It's only a poor man that wants to keep everything for himself. When you find people who will break out of the shackles of poverty, they are liberal. The liberal soul is made fat. Ask a rich man, how many people have you given money to? He won't remember. Ask a poor man, he can tell you in 10 years the 2 people he has given 10 naira. That's the problem. Paul was teaching this principle. 2 Corinthians 9 verse 1-8. Give me in NLT. He said, I really don't need to write to you about this ministry of giving for the believers in Jerusalem. Next verse. For I know how eager you are to help, and have been boasting of the churches in Macedonia that you in Greece were ready to send an offering a year ago. In fact, it was your enthusiasm that stirred up many of the Macedonian believers to begin to give. He said we would be embarrassed, not to mention your own embarrassment, if some Macedonian believers came with me and found that you weren't ready after all I had told them. So I thought I should send this brother ahead of me to make sure the gift you promised is ready, but I want it to be a willing gift, not giving grudgingly. This is Paul teaching on giving. He said, remember this. This is where I'm going to. He said, a farmer who plants only few seeds will get 4 crops, but the one who plants generously will get a generous crop. He said, you must each decide in your heart. So he's using farming to corroborate the principle of giving. The same way a farmer plants seeds and he has a harvest. That's what Paul is teaching. He said, you must each decide in your heart how much to give, and don't give reluctantly or in response to pressure, for God loves a person who gives cheerfully. Next verse. And God will generously provide all you need. Then you will always have everything you need and plenty left over to share with others. A farmer who eats his seed will die in the season of harvest. That's why you find some Christians, people are being blessed and they are crying, Lord, why? What is happening to me? Why? Oh God, what did you plant? They gave you yam tubers to plant. You ate it, you fried it, you roasted it. You are in the season of harvest. You are expecting yam to appear. From where? But there's a realm of leftovers. So no matter how Satan fight, there are people who will always have leftovers. They are blessed and too blessed to keep. So they have enough leftover to give to others. I will never live on the leftover of others. Me too, I will walk in abundance. Covenant practice is what makes it happen. Finally, prophecy. If you want to live in abundance, don't keep quiet. Talk, talk, talk. Dry bones can become a great army. Talk, talk, talk. The problem with us is that we are always talking negative. This country is not working. Nothing is working. Nothing is working, but you are talking. At least your tongue is working. Why don't you begin from there? You never catch those who are doing well talk like that, because even the problem are opportunities in disguise as far as they are concerned. It's only the guy who is heading to lack that keeps talking his fall, and his fall is always a great fall. Talk. How did Paul move the church in Philippi? They gave Paul talk. They said, my God will supply your need. I gave you seed, you are talking to me back, because he knew talk is as powerful as the seed you sow. Some of you need to enter your shop, talk there. Enter your business, talk there. Don't just sit there. When problem comes, you hit your hand on your lap and you say, is it not Nigeria? What are you expecting? I'm not expecting what you are expecting. The path of the just is as a shiny light. It shines brighter and brighter unto the perfect day. The Bible says, I shall lay up gold as dust, and the gold of Ophir as the stones of the brooks. I'm not thinking what you are thinking. Don't assume we are thinking the same thing. You are the one thinking like that. I'm thinking upward, forward, upward, forward. My harvest is overtaking one another. My harvest is like a gusher. It's like a fountain. It doesn't drop. Look at what Amos 9:13 said. He said one thing is on the heap of the other. He said it's like a fountain gushing with fresh wine. He said your head will spin. You will have so much abundance. You will not have where to keep it. My barn overflow. Oh God, I live in the overflowing realm of life. I may not have money in my pocket now, but it's not my bank account that define me. I'm the one that define my bank account. No matter how smart you are in business, if you don't know how to talk right, you will sink. And the devil is making you talk your downfall. And you think you are being pragmatic. Ogami, I don't lie you. I say things the way they are. That's why your reality is real. Your reality is what? Is real. You will suffer like this. Some of us, the Bible said, when men are cast down, we say there is a lifting up. Let no one in Zion say I'm sick. It's not because no one is sick. We talk our way into our future. Oh, sir, I'm going up. I'm going higher. I'm becoming bigger. I'm becoming greater. I'm becoming mightier. I'm doing greater. I'm doing mightier. I'm going forward. I'm not retarding. I'm not falling. I'm not failing. It's upward and forward only. Check me out tomorrow. I'll be far greater than I am now. My today can never compare with my tomorrow. I know a God that lifts men. His name is called the El Shaddai. I know a God that blesses men. His name is called the El Shaddai. I know a God that provides for men. His name is called Jehovah Rapha. I know a God. I know a God that is a banner over men. I know a God that is peace unto his people. I know Shalom. I know Nisi. I know Rapha. I know Shaddai. He has too many dimensions willing to pour out. I cannot be small. He said the fig tree might not blossom. The labor of the olive may fail. There may be no sheep in the head. There may be nothing in the store. He said, but my God, I know my God is the God of my salvation. He will cause me to walk in my high places, for he has made my feet like hinds feet. You know the hind is this goat that climb mountains. The foot is like spear. Everything look impossible, but it's going up. You will see a mountain. The goat is jumping and climbing. You are seeing and say, nobody can climb this. Watch the hind. Obstacles everywhere, but going up. So prosperity, sufficiency is not that all things will work well. It's that even in the midst of problems, you recognize problems as opportunity.